We are the Kaltenbach family. I am Shannon.
I'm Kane.
I'm Kyla.
And I'm John.
And we are camping with the Kaltenbachs. So we decided to, I don't know, we'll get into that, but we actually decided to leave our home and travel in this camper around the U.S. for a year. And Miss Kyla here wanted to do a YouTube channel. So she begged us and begged us and begged us. She even made a logo. So the logo you see was designed by her. And we finally said yes. So we just want to introduce ourselves and tell you kind of how this came to fruition of us deciding to actually go through and do this. So, John, you want to tell how it all came to?
After 20 years working in law enforcement, I decided to retire. We had a good opportunity to travel with our young kids across the country for hopefully a year, and that's kind of what we're doing. We started down in Florida.
So there's a little more to that story because he obviously asked me about doing this, and I said some choice words of like, I think you're crazy, and maybe some other things in there when he first brought this up. And then we really talked about it, and he said, no, really take me seriously about this. And we're just in the prime position to be able to do this. And so, you know, life's too short. You just never know what tomorrow is going to bring, and you just need to appreciate every opportunity. And so we said, why wait? Let's just go and do this. I was a teacher and left teaching 3 years ago, and I actually have an at-home business, so I can actually do that anywhere. So that has been a blessing, and with him retiring, we decided this. So Kyla, why did you want to do this YouTube channel?
So there has been just a million people, like, where can we follow you? How can we keep track, like, where are you guys going to be? So instead of having to message a billion people, I'm like, well, we should just do a YouTube channel. Everyone can search us up. Everyone can find us there. And, I mean, it's really not that much work posting and editing videos. So.
What about you? Anything you want to say? No, not really. Okay, so how did you guys feel when we told you that we were going to go do this?
Well, I remember they were obviously, Dad just got home from work, and he goes, you know, I have an idea. And he continues, and he's like, I think we should go live in a camper for a year. And Mom goes, you're crazy. And she said some other choice words. And she goes, okay, fine. But two things. I want to stay in warm weather, and I don't want to sell our house. And he's like, okay, we can work with that. So that was almost 2 years ago, and we've been planning this and obviously making things happen for 2 years, and so here we are.
Yes. So she is right. There was the two things that I did say, and he has held true to it. We are starting here in the state of Florida, so it's beautiful weather right now, nice and warm. I was thinking about some of the other things. Oh, all of the things that really worked out for us to do this are really just the Lord's hand was in it. There's no other explanation for it because everything worked out in probably the most perfect way for us to be able to go do this. So health insurance is a big one. When you decide to go do this, it's like, well, what are you going to do for health insurance? And lo and behold, his when you retired, you got an early retirement package deal, and it was 2 years of free family insurance. So that checked that box for us. So we are so thankful about that. I didn't want to sell our house, and there's just a lot of different reasons for that. Number one, I didn't want to have to get rid of all the stuff. I thought, where in the world am I going to put it? I don't want to put it in storage. And so our niece is living in our house. It just all worked out for her to do that, and I was able to leave the kids' room so that, you know, when they go back, everything is still there, because we do plan to go back. You know, we said we'd set a year to go do this, and then we do plan to go back. So yeah, so we're just going to take you on this adventure. We just started. We're only, a week and a half into our adventure. And I thought, you know what, we better just introduce ourselves in our first video and kind of let you guys know. Like, we just want to show you what it's like, what we're doing. There's so many different things out here. For instance, like, we're homeschooling. I've never homeschooled. I've always taught other people's children. So that has been, we're only 2 days in right now. And Kyla has really become like the teacher in this and is enjoying like the lesson planning and all that.
Not enjoying.
Well, you've been doing it. And their school district has been amazing to help me keep them right where they're at. Yep, Cardinals. So that's been another huge blessing. So we're learning what the homeschool is like and doing that on a daily basis. I love to work out at a gym, and so I'm learning to do that at home, like outside with just some weights and utilizing that. So I'll be showing you some of that stuff too, and just really what it's like, what we're going to go see. Homeschooling, we're really utilizing that to research where we're going. So another thing is, do we have reservations anywhere?
Nope.
Honey, do we have reservations anywhere?
Nope.
Why not?
Because
why?
we don't need them.
Because we don't need them.
Go where we choose to go.
Exactly. So there's two ways to that, right? John has always been let's just go. We'll figure it out. I have a teacher at heart. I'm the planner. I'm all the things. And so our very first vacation years and years ago, I had this whole plan and he literally threw it away and we just went. So he has helped me to just kind of relax. So we literally have no reservations anywhere. It is a blessing. We just get to go wherever we want. And if we want to stay somewhere, then we get to stay there. If we don't, we don't. People can say, well, then you don't get to maybe do some of the things. Then maybe it wasn't meant for us to do them at that. This is just kind of what we have chosen to do, is just be able to go where we want and do what we want at whatever time we want. So, anything else that we're forgetting about this trip and why we chose to do it? What do you want to do on this trip every single day?
Go fishing.
Go fishing.
Go fishing. Fishing is his love. What do you want to do on this trip? Oh yeah, that's another thing. Each kid, before we decided to leave, each kid got to pick 2 places that they really wanted to visit, and so that's kind of led where we're going. So, who wants to go first? Where were your 2 places?
I mean, I've kind of changed mine, but I don't know. We're just going to hit all of the places that I really want to go, so it doesn't really matter.
What are some places that you really want to hit?
Montana. I want to go horseback riding in Montana. And I kind of wanted to go to Dry Tortugas National Park just to see that, but I don't know if we're going to end up making it down there or not.
What about you? Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Colorado and Louisiana. I want to go to Colorado because just the mountains, just to see the mountains, I think is really cool. And then I wanted to go to Louisiana to have a real crawfish boil because I like crawfish.
Yes, you go crawfish. Have you ever seen the mountains?
No.
No. So they have not yet seen the mountains. So that is something that we're really excited about too. So, where were your 2 places you want to go? Do you have any?
Everywhere. I want to go everywhere.
Mine were to see my best friend in Texas and go see my parents in Arizona. Those were my 2 places. I did say the Redwoods. That was one place where he had said, well, maybe we just won't make it there. And I was like, no, we have to go because we fortunately have already been out there. He and I have. And they're just one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen. And you cannot even fathom how big they are unless you're actually right there. So that was one of my things too. And obviously the mountains are absolutely gorgeous. So I cannot wait to go out to Colorado. I've never been to Montana, Utah, all that. So that's kind of like our plan. We're not going to hit the whole United States. There's just not going to be enough time. Especially by us going south first and just kind of hanging out. I think that's where we're going to go. So we are excited to take you on our venture. We are new at this, so bear with us as we're learning and sharing as much as what we possibly can on just camper life, what that's like, how to organize your camper, how to go from living in a house to living in a camper, to homeschooling, to daily activities, to what we're going to see. I don't know, all the things. We're learning as we're going, and so we would love to share and maybe inspire another family to want to do this someday with their kids. And I forgot to tell, how old are you guys?
10.
12.
Not yet.
This is my birthday month. I'm turning 12,
yes.
December 27th.
Yes. Preteen. Help us, right? Help us. So, anyways, I forgot to tell you how old they are, so you kind of know, too. I think that will be very helpful.
Oh,
so.
how old are you guys?
43. I just turned 43. Thank
27.
you.
35.
Yeah, Dad, how old are you?
He's 35.
35.
35.
Nice job.
I am the older one.
51.
51. Whatever. Anyways. All right. Well, we hope you guys enjoy what we're going to share with you. And always feel free to ask us questions if you have them. So thanks.